They just crush you later in the team fights. Let's see if they can actually do it this time around. Of course, this is the first Jin of Worlds 2023 picked up here. Guma slamming it down in the semifinals. And there's so much CC with this bottom lane as well. So much pick potential with a Bard plus Jin. It's perfect for the setup.
369.
Now they know!
Total control of the lane, but just now sees Owner. Owner mounting up on the way in, looking to lock him up and take him out. 369 still standing for now. Will he burn the flasher or just accept his fate, trying instead to turn and burn onto Zeus, get a little bit more health damage, just accepts his fate. First blood for the side of T1. Knight and Kanavi not able to find the counterpunch in mid lane.
Level 1s are so big, and the delayed invade there, taking away the Raptors into red.
Oh, and I would really like this from JDG, because you know T1 is going to try and aggressively stack dragons, but they won't have the opportunity. We do see Knight already here. Doesn't look like T1 is going to be able to contest this.
Zeus going for the solo bolo, and he just gets the kill!
What? That is not a Comet diff right there. That's a Zeus diff. God of lightning, god of the top lane. He lays it down, and 369 it is in the dirt again. Away the camps, getting the gank off.
Because if 369 is 6, you can't go for that play, right? He will be able to easily survive as...
Ruler ignited, 2 fights, one in the bottom lane, one in the mid lane. Faker burning the shockwave just to get away from Knight. Now the curtain call coming out. Ruler gonna sidestep one, slowed by the second, looking for one more, but missing there just in time to deny the kill. Guma 4 shot now pushing in. Jin notoriously bad at pushing these towers. Probably not gonna be able to grab a plate there, but Ruler's so low, maybe they can get it done. Is Owner still controlling, total control on the top side from T1. Mid lane matchup getting a bit closer. Guma playing very aggressive with the power of the journey.
See there as well, the confidence.
The ultimate, Zeus strong.
Getting low.
But opted for lethality. He's still relatively squishy, all things considered. Zeus still stepping forward with the Infernal Chain, looking for the lockup. Tempered Fate now coming in, isolating Knight. Knight right in the back line, and Owner immediately with the follow-up engage. Zeus still standing. Now finally the bias going in, but it might just be too little too late. Knight, fancy feet to the back of the fight. Zeus ticking, burning, but the shutdown to 369. But now they're just fish caught in the barrel, waiting on the slaughter of the curtain call. T1 stepping in and dominating the Herald fight.
They force all of their flashes over the back of the pit and then still chase down 2 of the kills. That initiation, Carry
working steadily towards what we assume will be a Duskblade here as he backs away. Maybe suspects the play from Kanavi. Charge forward, lock up, ulti used in the previous fight. 369 still burning him down. Zeus running for the hills, the rumble, and the buy. Get it done on the top side. A bit of hope for JDG.
That's huge. That's very, very big for getting him back on track.
Good at doing that. Said T1 taking control for so much of this early game, almost 2K in their favor. They're not willing to give up this Drake for free. Owner into the pit, and he will steal it right out of Kanavi's hands. Curtain call over the wall. There is nowhere for that buy to go. Guma now on a killing spree, missing, running for his life, locked up into the wall. Equalizer used just to keep the support alive.
T1 make it look effortless there. They just come in, yoink, thank you so much for the dragon. Owner steals it away, and they also get the... Never mind, he gets a freebie back.
Staying a bit too long, stun now coming through. 369, careful not to overheat too quickly. Continuing to walk forward, making sure now he has the flame spitter to try to bring it back. Shockwave there, Carrier not quite able to connect. Maybe they have the damage. Faker's gonna be in trouble missing now, pushing him back, trying to sacrifice. 369 burns down to the ignite of Carrier. Missing, killed as well in every play that looks like it favors JDG, just turns in the favor of T1.
And it looked there like Owner had overstepped, but the rest of the team is there to backing up. Faker can't keep him alive, but can stall.
Ticket, you know, like we said in Champ Select, there's no pure big tank on the enemy team.
Temper Fate there.
A bunch of armor.
Should be an easy follow-up. Now Carrier taking his time, waiting for the wall to try to line it up. He doesn't even need to! Zeus' damage is disgusting.
And crucial there, look at the timing on 369 flash. Just a couple of seconds later, and he would have been able to flash that.
Rather breaking down now as Dragon still aggroed here. Carrier playing on the edge. Ruler going through the portal. Feathers fly, but to little effect as JDG just have to run the pullback over the wall. Now they're just trying to isolate, take out Zeus. Big golden influx for the side of JDG. Can they take the follow-up fight? Already the equalizer burned. Carrier running through the magical journey. Everybody trying to get out, but Owner will be denied. Owner cannot find the escape, but it doesn't matter because T1 are there in time. Missing, trying to fire back. Gumayushi out of ammo, desperately trying to reload, but here comes the kunai. Here comes Knight to flash away to safety. 3 shots left in the barrel. Manages to lock him down, playing on the edge, missing. Has he staffed?
Baker's coming!
Far. Baker on the flank. No shockwave. A lot of help. Has to play careful here. Knight, no ultimate. Needs to make his way out of this one. The lockup there from Guma from so far away. Owner coming in. The pullback onto Missing, trying not to stick around for too long. One taken down already. Knight now going in, trying to turn it back. Guma says not today.
Guma puts it right between his eyes as Knight goes for the kill. But Faker did so much work in this. He's
So many positions. They might just not have enough damage to finish off these priority targets. Carrier going in. Lineup not quite there, but the captive audience now coming through. Missing, trying to back up. Shockwave pulling back just to kill the Alistair, but they get the tier 2 as well.
The range on this composition, baby. Look at those picks for T1. The cow is down, and they're going to get a free bottom tower. Outer tower, the defense is here for JDG, crumbling.
Carry a perfect predict on the Shuriken flip means the lockup is there on the Knight. He goes into the Shroud. Kanavi ready to give his life to protect his mid laner. They're now going into the back line straight onto Guma. Locked up with the Temper Flame, doesn't quite connect to the Jin. Burns to the ground. JDG trying to hold on to hope, but here is Zeus. Here's the top laner right as they need him to crash down. The pull back on the Infernal Chains. Missing goes in, but he cannot find the edge. Ruler still stands, but he doesn't have the angle to attack. He doesn't have the angle into the fight. The Shroud will take Knight out to safety, and T1 stands strong despite the kill on the Guma.
As long as T1 doesn't get anything, though, you'll take that as
Already got one advantage. Tempered Fate onto Kanavi is big. The lineup is there. Zeus immediately going to look to knock him down. Can they find it? Kanavi now going right back into Zeus. Owner in the area. Big damage coming in for the Dark and Blade. Missing on the backside, trying to buy some space. But the Shockwave is clean. And in comes the curtain call. It is Zeus wreaking havoc on all of JDG to finish the fight. T1 looking to break over the base of JDG.
That's a clean ace. That's got to be the game. I think they can push for the end.
Halt construction on the Golden Road immediately. T1 have something to say about it.
From start to finish, they have been in the driver's seat from the creative pathing in the early game of Owner to shut down 369. T1 have their eyes on the prize, and the prize alone. A spot in the finals, or at least one game closer. T1 showing up massive in this first game. Missing and Kanavi should not be enough. The Nexus lower and lower. T1 drawing first blood in this series.
Well. Blue side, game one, quite the flex here from T1. Pulling out the Jin Bard, snowballing incredibly effectively. And I still have to remember how this game first started, with Owner getting a really good
as well, pushing T1 back there. You have to hope, if you're a JDG fan, that JDG can show us more, that they can match more, because if T1 find the same advantage that they did against LNG with these incredibly aggressive bottom lanes, as a blind pick this time around, that is a big red flag as we get deeper into the series.
And this between them and that huge achievement. Carrier on the level 1 is going to lead the way with the Ash.
Thing taking so much damage, but now continuing to free fire to Carrier. Carrier has to be careful. Will he be forced to flash over the wall? For now, standing strong. 369 on the backside, has popped the Ghost. 1 Q stack going, but he can't really find an angle in. Has to be careful. Third stack missing incredibly low. Q through the creeps, trying to pick up some souls. Owner getting lower and lower. 369 for Zeus up to the side, but Owner getting burned down. Owner level 2, he flashes in. They get first blood. It's traded back. Knight running for his life now. 2 kills to the side of T1.
And T1 win the World Championship. ARAM! Whoa! The level 1 ARAM goes 2-1 in the favor of T1 securing first blood.
These build up over Zeus.
We got the ARAM championships. We got Farming Simulator on the top side. This game has it all. Now we got a Maokai gank in the bot lane. Ruler has to be careful. Just barely gets around the trap. But Owner stepping forward. The cleanse isn't going to be enough. Walking in one more onto the King. Wait, another flash in. Carrier seals the deal. Missing, trying to fire back with Carrier. Blinking. Kanavi looking for one.
That's one.
Knocked down. We've seen the scene in Arcane. You know exactly how this goes. Flash in. Hits him with the fisticuffs. Double kill. Going over to Kanavi.
Really good timing there for Kanavi to go back in. He waits out the barrier from Carrier. See what they can do with it, because Kanavi's going to help him get another turret plate.
Alting, no one there to body block for Missing. That could be disastrous. Carrier behind, Zeus behind as well. Kanavi going to be in trouble. Ruler now trying to run for his life, kiting this one out. Zeus keeping his eyes on the Callistas. Kanavi in the backside will find one. Knight with the shockwave, at least managing to lock down the trade kill.
This is huge for JDG. They did not teleport 369 in. That is a teleport cooldown for Zeus and a 1-for-1 with both junglers going down. 369 gets to stay topside and get turret plate money.
Not only that, the shutdown went.
How they want to play their team comp here. JDG actually have a trailing play in the works here with Kanavi coming down to look to pressure Faker off.
Kanavi is so damn strong. The Maokai not going to be effective because it's just not soon enough. Flash out from Faker is clean though. Knight takes at least one tower shot. The pushback Faker trying to make it out and he will survive. JDG walking away empty-handed. No real wave to play around on that bot lane tower for now.
We'll be able to, I think, at least get some.
No vision control. Traps blocking one entrance. Only one entrance left, meaning Owner has perfect setup for an ulti to kick this fight off. Arrow gonna connect first. Kanavi now locked up, brings it back into the rest of the team. Owner in the midst of everybody. And Zeus now on the way in. Kanavi still standing for now. Ruler pulling back his support, and now JDG looks to turn. Unstoppable is 369. They know that they've gotten what they came for. JDG now backing off. Do not want to overextend in the play.
This is huge. The entire front line from T1 has been deleted. JDG, what a successful turnaround in that fight.
It's Kanavi with the in-the-moment decision to turn around on Owner.
Any actual damage is Deus using the Scryer's Gloom just to see if there's anything spotting him. Another aggressive engage here. Carry locked up though. Knight finds the shockwave onto one. The TP now coming in. That's 369 to the backside. Looking to isolate the rest of the team. One kill already going down. Guma off the ribs. Carrier running for his life. Kanavi continuing to step forward. Pullback coming in. JDG have brought T1 into the meat grinder. They are tearing through them effortlessly. But Faker now looking to fire back. Carrier bleeding on the back line. Cannot do much more. JDG have taken the exchange.
And Kanavi going down means that JDG, I still see the pings towards Baron. They might have tried because Owner is dead. Doesn't have smite and they do have the rend available.
Exactly. Rend is going to be more damage.
Double TP though. They might just want to force that out and back off.
TP coming.
Here comes Zeus.
Potential for a hero moment from Zeus from Carrier. Can they turn this one back? A lot of blinking health bars, a lot of cooldowns missing. Zeus, no flash. Objective getting lower and lower. The Ren should just be able to finish it. They will grab the Baron, but Team 1 sticking around in the meantime, hoping to take the fight. Missing getting lower and lower, but he just got too much range, too many souls, doing too much damage. Faker goes in, but he gets absolutely nothing.
And JDG are one of the best teams at using Baron buff to end games. Let's see what they can get done with it. They're going to have a redirect all the way back to the fountain. Missing, going to brush that one off. But immediately,
T1 playing more up to the Baron, not worried about third Drake for JDG. Clearly much more worried about losing control
Kanavi
on the Baron side. Kanavi going in, immediate start to the fight. Faker now locked up. The play does so much damage. Kanavi's early game lead put to good use here. The GA now coming out. T1, can they fight back? Zeus leaping in will get Kanavi in the end. 1-for-1 thus far. Zeus going back under the Azir tower. The rest of T1 now need to barrel into the fight, but it's eyes on Knight. Can he get more damage down? 369 in the midst of everybody. And he's going all out into the back line. Only the support left standing.
they're going to push straight down mid.
And with 280 carries, there is no way that the Nexus isn't going to fall, and JDG come back with a resounding victory here in game number 2.
Game 1 about Owner's early pathing, about the team play, but game 2 has been about Kanavi and the dominance of JDG in fights. But that said, as good as the fight was, as favorable as the fight was, JDG...
No territory to work with double super minions coming down every single lane. There's a multiplicative effect. They buff each other up. You just have to wait in there and not give an engage opportunity. Have to be a little bit careful about that one.
The good news is...
But Zeus is behind. They're going for it. T1.
Looking for the angle, missing, could be in trouble here. Zeus on the backside looking to lock up, trying to take down a bit more damage. Infernal Chain's not going to be very effective. Knight going golden, has a bit more space. Kanavi now on the way in. In goes Kanavi, and that should just be it. T1 holding on for dear life. Faker uncontested on the backside. Gumichi going golden, but he is going to go down. The flash out will not be enough. GA up just in time to keep Kanavi standing. It's a clean ace in the base of T1 as JDG will move on and close out game 2.
It's a textbook game from JDG. And to me, it's the top side that made the difference. 369 with a much better game, but Kanavi in particular, the hero of the early game. Him and Knight securing these mid-game team fights, and once JDG has a hold, they don't let go.
Someone that was Renekton versus Aatrox top, you wouldn't know which one picked blind.
True.
Okay, so we have Azael, who's heavily favoring T1. He doesn't even care about the top.
I don't care.
Emily, do you agree?
Well, I like a lot of the answers that T1 have. I'm also really curious to see what they'll do level 1.
Level 2 Wukong tower dive. I don't know about the sound of that, but they've got a big wave. T1 are still level 1. Can Guma and Keria try and snipe some minions to get level 2?
Trying as quickly as they can to lock down some of these to level 2 now going in. Kanavi, good damage down onto Guma. Ruler flashing out of safety, ticking and burning, but he will stay standing. Missing! Gets taken down! Keria! A godly play to hold on to the bottom side!
At the same time, though, Guma, the one that you want the kills, you want the minions on, it's sitting on 1 CS.
JD, real powerhouse of the bottom lane.
A level 6 Keria, courtesy of the early play, has the XP advantage, missing, trailing behind, but isn't going to do a lot. Ruler, however, looking for the all into the 1v1. Gumiuji, nice flash to get away from the piercing arrow and the 3 stacks. In the meantime, fight on the top side, 369 and 9 comboing together, catching out Faker. Kanavi getting one, and spin goes the monkey. The Cyclone coming through just in time to keep the fight going, but Zeus is not down yet. Zeus looking to fire back. JDG could be in trouble, missing, not firing forward. He's got level 6, but does he have the mana? The Herald does drop in the end. Knight still standing. The flick back is clean. Living, missing. He gets the kill. He gets the red buff. Keria now running for his life. Flash out from Knight to safety. Still standing, ticking down, backing. Hostile takeover will not connect. Handshake will not connect. It's an absolute mess of a fight on the top side.
But in the end, it is T1 that pick up the Herald. They'll get that, but outside of that, as you're saying, so many summoners being blown. Way worse, but it is still JDG that pick up the lead right now. Zeus doesn't have flash available, and Kanavi going to be looking for a dive here. No reinforcement for T1.
Ulti up and available for the Wukong. Waiting, buying his time. Extra healing coming in, but Zeus is going to get a chance to use it, holding on for now, but immediately 369, finding the kill. JDG, a successful dive on top.
All right, what is going to be the answer on the bottom side of the map? They send Rel down there, but look, JDG have...
He kills extremely well. This is a level 10 Renekton. Doesn't have Dominus, but does have Gore Drinker available, and Kanavi's on his way.
I really feel like Wukong has been the most underrated pick at Worlds so far. T1 are going to go for the dive. Kanavi's going to try and answer.
TP now coming in, 369 staying alive, 4 now, no dominance. Gore Drinker healing now coming in, but Zeus goes in just in time. Hostile takeover will not connect on the real Kanavi. They're still focusing on Zeus. The bailout will not be enough, and they'll say, kill Kanavi, not quite! Shattering Strike. A bit more damage going through, but at the end of the day, it's a fizzle. They get the kill on the top side, 1-for-1, top laner for top laner, but it's missing, and Ruler looking to extend their lead on the bottom side. Herald now dropped, trying to give gold to Faker.
And they do spot Kanavi there. Faker should be able to, at the very least, benefit from some of the gold that is going to come through here, but it's still JDG who are able to...
JDG now, again, moving in, fighting, slowly, diligently. Eyes on Keria, eyes on the hostile takeover to maybe be the difference maker in this fight. Zeus on the flank, Faker over the wall. Objective getting lower and lower. The Weaver's Wall coming out, isolating Owner. Might go for the 50-50, but it's absolutely Psycho flashes over the arrow. Faker goes in! It's incredibly clean. JDG with the counter punch. Can they get anything back? Ruler untouched on the backside. Dragon still standing, but Owner will take that away too. My God, what an engage from T1!
Owner, you magnificent beast! What in the world? He makes the engage happen and he secures the Dragon. T1. Whoa! My favorite story about Owner too.
Hopes JDG has for bursting it down.
And... oh, Zeus?
Zeus going in on a Ruler. Ruler caught shopping! Oh no! And he gets the dust blade. It's too damn clean. Kanavi trying to get something back, but it might be too little, too late. The flick back coming in. T1 see their window of opportunity. Berserk, both 80s just hitting each other. Knight now running. T1 taking the exchange. They can turn right towards Baron.
Kanavi has no health. That's the Ruler spot. That man has been caught there so many times. And now T1 trying to start up the Baron. We'll see if they can take it. Kanavi, he's healing up,
no
trying
flash.
his best.
He tried to clone over the wall. The Weaver's Wall through the midst of everything.
Their vision.
T1 focused on the objective. They have the Ren Smite combo. There is no reason they should give this up, but Kanavi might just be able to take it. They're now trying to burst it down. The push over the wall doesn't connect, but it does not matter. T1 get the objective. Kanavi into the pin, and he will get taken down. 369 forced to run for the hills, and T1 have turned the game on its head.
369 running for his life, but Zeus is here.
Look for the slice. Try to double dash through. 1, Not able to get the second, the Q3, the Darkened Blade cutting down. But now Ruler, maybe he can get more in the fight. Ruler now running down Zeus. Owner now running. Ruler trying to make up for the previous mistake. JDG looking to take the fight. Owner overstaying, over commitment. Faker hit by the arrow. The fight doesn't stop. T1 hold on to the Baron, but JDG fire back.
And it is 369, the crook.
The Ashe can find an angle, it can all fall apart. Zeus got out a bit here, forced to retreat. Dragon, objective, getting lower. Weaver's Wall, bringing Knight into the fight. The entire team split. Arrow going wide. That's massive. 369 going to the pit, trying to isolate and take out the jungler. T1 now need to turn. It's the hostile takeover connecting. Who can get the objective? And the steal coming through in time for Kanavi, but the fight is not done. Missing on the backside. Vulnerable on his lonesome, but JDG pulling back slowly, surely. They have no jungler, but they have the objective. T1 desperate to get more. They know they need to get something here. Pushing in. 369 over the wall. Knight continuing to poke. It's diligent. It is controlled. 369 now going in, forcing out the ultimate. Missing has been caught out. Missing will go down. The flash buying a bit more time, buying a bit more space, but he will get killed. It is only a matter of time. Zeus finishing up the fight. At the end of the day, JDG gets the Drake, even if T1 get the consolation prize.
Successful heist for he won the play. Missing trying to get more. Ends up backfiring because Ashe in particular, when Faker has his flash available, is a sitting duck for an Azir shuffle.
Absolutely is. Missing maybe now caught out again, just as you call it, Chronicler. But Kanavi in the meantime just trying to isolate Zeus. He needs to be careful though, because the rest of T1 is now coming in. Missing running for the hills, but he surely will go down. Faker grabbing the kill. 369 being forced out of the pit. Locked up. Cloud Rift taking him out to safety. T1 finding the kill onto Missing, but not a lot else. Priority in their favor. They're going to get mid first. They're going to get pushed. Topside vision control in favor of T1. A bit of vision in the pit means JDG don't have to be too scared, but they might be pitching for the angle. Arrow going onto the jungler. Flick back is there. Looking to burst Owner. Looking to taste him out of the equation. The pullback is there for Guma. He will keep Carry alive. Fate's call. But it's the fate of T1 to lose this Baron. Zeus playing on the edge here. Step forward. Darkened Blade. Q2 coming out. Just a bit of poke though. JDG looking to take control of the area, but they don't quite have all the vision that they need to walk in.
Oh, Zeus is on the watch. They can take him down.
Zeus spotted. 369 early ultimate to get the Fury up. Knight going over the wall. The flick back flashed away, but Zeus is certainly dead. The rest of T1 now trying to move into the jungle to compensate, but Missing zoning them off as best he can. Zeus, the blast cone, not enough. Back into the midst of the team, and he will get taken down. Ruler now on a rampage.
And that may be the angle that they're looking for.
Dragon though, are they going to try and trade Baron for Dragon Soul? They've got Callista.
Looks
They're going to
like
try and rend it. Gumayushi is going to try and rend this Dragon. They're going to try and get Cloud Soul in exchange for the Baron buff.
And the immediate win going to be there for JDG. We know how deadly this team is when they get their hands on a Baron. T1 starts off with
more than enough. And again, eyes on Ruler. Guma forced to flash. Clean arrows from Missing this game. Owner has to be careful here. Flick back, not quite going to connect. Owner able to walk this one out. A tier 2 tower in the sights of JDG. They should be able to get this easily. A similar story for 369 on the bottom side. T1 just need to weather the storm.
And the heal is good in lane, but once you get out, it is very tough not to have the cleanse.
Zeus on the flank.
Zeus on the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the flank against Ruler. Owner goes in! And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover is damn well hostile. T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. 369 has meant the entire team will get absolutely nothing. T1 in the clutch are too damn clean. Baker predicts Ruler's flash. He gets there first. He catches him with the ultimate. It is a clean ace.
The T1 going to go up to match point. And it's Faker that sets it up. Owner that knocks it down.
Just when you think that JDG are in total control, it wasn't even about the Cloud Soul. It was a single moment from T1 that gave them this game, that set them up for a match point. Missing, he won't be enough. T1 gonna break the base. T1 gonna move on to match point. A clean fight out of nowhere secures them their second game.
These players on T1, they've accomplished so much. And yet, of course, everyone knows their main goal, an international championship, has been the one thing that has eluded them. They've talked about it seems a little iffy here. They do need to scale into this game, whereas T1, have a lot of playmaking options here. Aggressive lanes locked in, both in bottom lane and in top lane, and Owner got the premier ganking jungler of the patch, Jarvan. Bel'Veth, though, can't.
If we do get a fight for this dragon, or at least for the scuttle, it will be exclusively between 4 versus 4.
Owner going in, decent bit of poke damage, just the EQ as well as the Iron Spike Whip. No level 6 again.
6.
Carry a flash to the wall, locking up Knight. It's a clean play. Flag drag, flash forward. Committing on a Knight. The shockwave now coming in. Faker turning it right back. First blood. Everybody getting out. That's a one hell of a magical journey. They'll get the kill back onto Owner, but now they're in enemy territory. Cosmic Binding is good, but here comes Kanavi. Locked up. Nowhere for Faker to go. And JDG fire back, but Zeus on the top side going all in.
And
still.
Ruler is rich. Both of those kills going into the Zeri is exactly
For the all in, but Owner and Carrier in the area. Right here beside him, level 6 around the corner for Carrier, but still needs a bit more. Faker over the wall, though, has been locked in by the Infernal Chains above and below, coming up for the Bel'Veth. Faker in trouble, not going to be able to get out of this one. The kill coming through for Kanavi.
Yeah, that's JDG territory. Faker walks right in, and they welcome him with open arms. Teleport down to the bottom side to even. Rift Herald's been started. T1 are here. Teleports are ready for both Faker and Knight.
TB coming to the mid lane from Knight. TB coming into the pit from Faker. Unleashed just in time. Ruler slowed down just a bit. Objective getting lower and lower. Who's going to take it? Kanavi is going to grab it. Ulti coming out with the shockwave on the backside to lock up Gumayushi. Owner goes in, but he's not able to get much done. Kanavi dipping and diving. Zeus finally going to catch the jungler, but Ruler for now is still completely untouched. Kanavi is living. The lightning crash comes out, and it is time for T1 to get the hell out of dodge. Zeus has burned all of his resources, but continuing to step up. Will walk away, but JDG again, they get the Herald, they keep their jungler alive. It's a perfect exchange.
And Kanavi does not die.
Is available for Carrier. Bar Assault already available. Kanavi going through the portal! He didn't mean to click that! Oh, that's gonna cost him. Still standing for now. Will live!
That's a magical journey indeed.
Yeah, but not the good kind of magic. And even though Kanavi is able to stay alive, that is a lot of health gone for the jungler, and T1 immediately going to try and capitalize.
Navi starting to heal up, has the red buff
They
ticking.
can't contest.
But there's no room for JDG to contest this one. The Herald going to be immediately dropped mid. Carrier still has the ulti to deny the charge, but JDG barreling in. A lot of members here might be able to break the tower anyway. Still, they're going to break it. 369 caught up.
Oh!
Gumayushi getting going for the counter engage. The flash out. Carrier flashing forward. Will not connect on the stun. Faker on the flank. Herald still there. Void Remora still there. Zeus finds the knockup. He finds 2, but there's no follow-up. He gets out the Lulu wall. Kanavi now stepping in. Knight there. Shockwave comes back. The counter punch from JDG is too damn much, but T1 are still standing. T1 are still firing back. It's a 1-for-1.
Oh, these bites are just on the edge. Knight with the shockwave to find them, but the counter kill again under tower. This time.
Combined with the Soul Unbound, the Fate Seal, the Ultimate, and E respectively. Baker continuing to walk up on the top side. And now Carrier caught out, no magical journey available. Ruler walks in, just gets a freebie.
Knight serves up Ruler some extra gold on a silver plaque.
Looking to take tier 2. Boom is here, but what is he going to get done? Now trying to lock them up, has flash out to safety. Owner buying a bit more space for Guma, but they're being forced to retreat. TP already used. Zeus waiting over the wall, trying to find the jungler. It feels personal how many times this man has managed to survive, but the fate is sealed of Kanavi. T1 managed to punish in the mid lane. Carrier traded for Kanavi in the grand scheme of things.
Baker says, I invest my TP.
And a Varus. They have a Yone and a Varus. They eat this objective alive.
Rage Blade's done.
JDG have zero vision. They have zero way into the pit. They have zero tools to get on top of them quickly. T1 are determined to take the objective. It's getting lower and lower. There's a portal in the back of the pit. It's a goddamn good heist. T1 get in. They get the Baron, and they get the hell out.
And we
a good shockwave. The Zeri follow-up could be enough for JDG to take the fight, but for now they're focused on the objective. Owner zoning them away. 2.5k. It's getting lower and lower. They will burn it down. They get what they came for. T1, do they want to stay for the fight? Knockup coming through. Owner caught up. Flag and Drag will take him out to safety. Kanavi burning on the back side. Owner still standing with Ruler with the lightning crash now trying to go in, but goes gold and Carrier buys a bit more space for the rest of the team. Arrows coming in from the barn. Ruler incredibly low, but maybe, just maybe, he can turn it back, but Guma still standing tall. He can't walk into range. T1 starting to feel like an inevitability. Ruler Zeri, not enough.
T1 are running JDG in circles in these team fights. What?
Taves flashing forward, just trying to zone them away. Blood in their eyes. They want everything. They'll break the tier 1.
He's back up to the top side of the team fight where Owner
The
lived in
lineup is perfect there. They've locked up Ruler. That's all that they need. Zeus now stepping in. Zeus desperate to get the Q3, but he T1, will they go for more? Flash in from Owner. Cannot be now in trouble. Wild Gun coming out. T1 find the angle. Barreling down the top side with the Baron. Ready to break the backs of JDG. The magical journey for T1 coming through. And perhaps the golden road coming to an end.
And it was Carrier that actually was able to hit his ultimate on Ruler in that fight. That's why Ruler couldn't do anything. The most fed member of JDG in that fight around the Dragon wasn't there.
The Baron now just times out.
That doesn't go their way.
If JDG win this game, it's going to be off the back of a miraculous Zeri team fight.
Knight
for Ruler,
locked
but
up.
Knight is locked.
The crown will not stop that. And he's only a Knight. Baker knocking him down, unstoppable.
Carrier Bard! He's got the hand of Midas. Everyone he touches turns to gold in the favor of T1.
T1 continue. Zeus can start this one, draw the attention of JDG. They're forced to respond. They can't afford to give up the soul. Guma clearing the mid-wave. T1 a bit split. Eyes on Ruler. Eyes on the shockwave of Knight. Kanavi stepping in, flash to the side from Faker. Ooh. At the cost of very little. Owner walking more, but Faker now dominating! Kanavi! A massive mistake! Carrion now going in, the Ruler's untouched! Goes golden and now Ruler! Looking to take over the fight, Ruler still standing, but Guma still standing, Guma firing back! Ruler goes down! Guma's just better! Seiyu's now stepping in. Fate sealed. Or rather, Soul Unbound now taking it back. The Ocean Soul for T1. They get everything they want.
It's the Death Gap!
T1 are inevitable! Faker will come for the final spot. T1 will get the Baron. They will get the split push. They've got JDG on the ropes.
JDG losing prospect on the top side, so instead they will focus on the bottom side, but this inhibitor will be a continuous weak point. 369 finding the lockup. Zeus snapping back on the Soul Unbound. Will just break the inhibitor. He knows what he's here for. It is slow. It is controlled. It is diligence. The hype moment over for a moment as Kanavi weaves in and out of the exchange, looking for a bit of redemption for himself. T1, explosive fight after explosive fight has put them in a position to close this out cleanly, clinically. Death by 1,000 cuts for JDG.
So much riding on these last minutes. JDG trying to defend their golden road as it crumbles before them. T1, the onslaught will not stop. Third inhibitor goes down.
T1 pushing in.
They're not done.
They've got the Baron still. 36 seconds. 5K Red Bull Baron power play backing them up. Zeus finding an initial knockup, just a bit of poke. A single misstep from JDG and T1 can instantly fully commit to the fight. It's the shockwave. Kanavi getting lower and lower, falling apart under the pressure. JDG's hope dwindling. They've taken down BLG. They've taken down LNG. It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL. And they like those odds as they move to finals.
Baker, over 10 years into his career, will head to another World Finals. At the head of this squad that has had so much success, but still chasing the cup.
The highs and lows of this roster over the last 2 years. The hype in spring after they won, and one of the best splits of all time. And not able to deliver again at MSI, again at Worlds, again this year. And now they get another opportunity.
And for Faker,